Ayo, this is T.O.T. Thank you for dropping in today, if you have. One of the things that really bothers me a lot with Honkai Star Rail is that this game does not go hard enough on cosmetics. Now, I've probably talked about this a little bit in the past, but one of the biggest examples that I always think about is Acheron. And I think to myself, you know, if they took Acheron and they put her in the suit attire that she has in the Boundless Curio light cone artwork, and let's say whenever she does her ultimate, the Omni horns grow out, and instead of like that regular background, it was like an image of Izumo instead with different like skill effects and whatnot. I do think that a lot of people would buy a cosmetic like that. MiHoyo could go so hard on cosmetics in this game, and it's just an easy instant money generator. Now, I understand for the devs, they put a lot of time into the story, they put a lot of time into developing new areas or new game modes like Currency Wars, for example, which I think is a phenomenal game mode. It's so doggone addicting, and that's a big part of the reason why I got behind on content creation, because I was so locked in on focused on Currency Wars that I just completely lost track of time. So now I'm spending this time trying to get caught up with past content that I've uploaded, doing audio recordings for it and whatnot. Back to the cosmetics. MiHoyo, I don't know why they don't go harder on cosmetics. Me coming from Honkai Impact 3rd, I know they can do it because Honkai Impact 3rd is fabulous with cosmetics for a whole lot of characters, and I've spent money on plenty of cosmetics in Honkai Impact 3rd over the years. Now in Genshin, it is a different story because either they release cosmetics for characters that I don't have, or they release a cosmetic for a character that I don't like the cosmetic for. Like Ayaka, for example. She has this Fontaine themed cosmetic. I'm not a fan of it. I remember when they did like this official artwork for Ayaka like years back. If they would have done that for Ayaka, I would have bought that in an instant. But that ended up not being the case. I see a good amount of like fan art or official artwork from MiHoyo, and it could be like Sam in a suit, for example, Silver Wolf in a suit, and I would be like, oh my gosh, can you just put the Celeron hunters in like suits? I would buy that. I would no longer be free to play in Honkai Star Rail if they would just do stuff like that. And I get it, not everyone is into cosmetics, I understand, but I think this is one of the safest ways that MiHoyo can make money without people really having a whole lot of backlash. I feel like I've talked about this before in the past. I just wish they would just do more cosmetics. It just feels like it's such a missed opportunity, and I feel like out of the newer MiHoyo games, I think only Zenless Zone Zero has been doing a good job with cosmetics. Now, yes, we do get cosmetics here and there in Honkai Star Rail, but either A, they're too far apart from one another, or B, they're overpriced. Like Cyrene's bow skin, for example. I do think it's extremely overpriced. I know certain individuals have given the argument that, oh, well, you know, you kind of get this as a free skin because you're already planning on spending money to get the character anyways. But let's keep it 100. If you're not spending any money on Honkai Star Rail, at least on your own account, it's impossible for you to get that cosmetic. It is what it is. There's no ifs, ands, or buts or getting around it. Now, pricing is always going to be a very huge component, and for myself, if a cosmetic is going to have like different special effects and things along those lines, I would personally pay like $30 for a cosmetic like that. Maybe $50 on the high end in the absolute rare scenario. Obviously, I don't think there's ever a justification to paying like hundreds of dollars for a cosmetic skin, or even $500 like the Ari League of Legends skin, for example. Like $500 is just absolutely ridiculous, and I can never justify paying that much for a cosmetic, and I don't think most of the player base in League of Legends would ever justify paying that much for a cosmetic skin. So pricing is very important. Now, if it's a regular cosmetic skin, I think the $10 to $15 price range is normally pretty fine. These are probably going to be skins that you could probably throw out for some of your 4-star characters, for example, or maybe there's a 5-star character that might not be as popular, but you may still want to give them a little bit of drip. Like, man, could you imagine like Argenti, for example, like just giving him some different kind of night attire, for example? Like that would be kind of cool. I could get behind that, even though I personally wouldn't buy it. There are some people who do love Argenti. They think he's a really cool looking character, and I'm just using that as an example. There are so many characters in this game that I could just think like, wow, you just go really hard on cosmetics. Acheron, Kafka especially, like my goodness, like Kafka is literally one of the most popular characters in Honkai Star Rail. She could have mad cosmetics, and MiHoyo just will not capitalize on it. Here's the thing, at the end of the day, this is MiHoyo's choice. I just feel like it's just money that's just an opportunity that is not being taken fully advantage of. If this is a Honkai IP game, I want those cosmetics. I am completely willing to pay for them if they're reasonably priced. And like I've commented about Sam's cosmetic in the past, I don't feel like there were enough changes there to warrant and justify the price tag that it was put at. Once again, for the mech suit itself, changes were extraordinarily subtle and almost non-existent, basically. That's everything I have to say for today's video. If you have taken another time to watch this or listen to this, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. You be safe out there. Deuces.
In the abyss's rebels, your cries rise.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Come the net.
Don't let me intoxicate you.
Relax.
Converge and awaken. No matter. Yin and yang.
Good time. Time to say bye. Boom. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Stand still. Free will, or was it fate? The waters uplift. Relax.
Rise to the challenge. Confess.
In the abyss's rebels, your cries rise.
The flesh wound.
Together as one. Numbers! Can't stop the run!
Give an inch and I'll take Don't let me down.
That's all you got? Slice like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Time for a lesson.
In the mood for another beating?
Ready to lose your? You can fight it, or rock with it. Keep up. Watch closely.
Bending the rules. There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Who's the little backstabber? Is it coming? I feel that.
Look, a VIP.
Turn it up. Ready to lose yours? You can fight it, or rock with it. Time for a lesson. It's coming. I feel that.
Bending the rules. There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Who's the little backstabber?
That's all you got? Slice like my friends? Indulge yourselves!
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Lose some, win some.
Deliver one. Is it coming? I feel that. song's for you. Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Bending the rules. I always deliver. There's no backing out now, for me or you. Who's the little backstabber?
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Nicely, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Time for a lesson.
Is it coming?
In the mood for another potato?
Bending the rules. There's no backing out now, for me or you. Who's the little backstabber?
Ready to lose your? You can fight it or rock with it.
Middle.
It's coming.
Time for the main event.